We drew from our baseline funding. Resourcing was a constraint. I think that the inquiry took longer than perhaps it might have if we'd had more resources. On the other hand, I'm of the view that actually the time it took was also a factor in enabling a lot of people to develop greater understanding and so on. So it's a plus and a minus. But the limited resources meant that we couldn't, for example, get a more extensive piece of economic research done, which I would very much like to have been able to do, and that the commissioners and staff on the inquiry team were juggling it with other duties and responsibilities.
Санхүүжилтийн үед мэдээж энэ бол Монгол бол их өргөн уудам нутагтай. Хотоос Улаанбаатараас нэг аймагт очихд бол одоо олон зуун километр явж очдог. Ихээхэн зардал шаарддаг ийм зардал шаардж байсан. Бид энэ санхүүжилтийн хувьд бол нэг хэсэг нь бол засгийн газраас комиссийн үйл ажиллагаанд зориулж өгсөн төсвөөс одоо нэг хэсэг санхүүжилт нь гарсан. Нэлээд одоо томхон хэмжээний санхүүжилт нь бол хөгжлийн хөтөлбөртэй комиссийн хамтарч хэрэгжүүлж байгаа төслийн хүрээнд гарсан юм аа.
A national inquiry needs money to hire staff and to cover the costs of the logistics of conducting the inquiry. You need to have good IT equipment, good communications equipment, the ability at the appropriate times to communicate with the community through good publications or video, use of social media, and so access to both people and hardware and software that can do that. These inquiries will not be conducted with unlimited resources. I mean, that's a given. And often we will have to mould the inquiry's methodology to match the resources that we have available to us or that we identify that we can reasonably obtain. There is no point in making unrealistic plans that will never be able to be implemented.
So when you talk about resources, we do get a lot of local participation through, and then at the national level also. We have so many NGOs in our country. We have been conducting a lot of seminars, and I myself, for the past 3 years, have invited the local authorities at the sub-district level, at the provincial level, and they do have resources. We make use of them. When we have this kind of inquiry in the positive way, we always do invite them together. And then the people would say that we would like to do this and that, but we don't have the money. And the Human Rights Commission is not a funding agency. So we said, how about the local authority? Oh yes, we do have the money. Go ahead, do it as a team. This I would like to think that is part of the inquiry, positive one.
I think it's important not to be disheartened by lack of resources, because I think the power of inquiry is one of the most effective tools that a Human Rights Commission or National Human Rights Institution has, because it reaches out into the community, because you can involve the media, and because it gives an opportunity to provide a comprehensive human rights approach to a difficult issue.